First up here at 6, terrifying moments for a pilot and passenger of this small plane right here. It slid right off the runway into Tampa Bay. This happened during a landing attempt at Albert Whitted Airport in downtown St. Pete. Fox 13's Dan Maddox talked with a Good Samaritan who jumped into the bay to rescue them.
Tracy Brunkle was working at her job near the water at Albert Whitted Airport when she saw it happen.
It just went nose down and she couldn't swim. And then when we jumped in the water, it was a natural reaction for me.
She jumped in the water and to the rescue. Friday morning, the Coast Guard says pilot Gerald Kerr and his passenger Elizabeth Reynolds tried to land at Albert Whitted Airport, which is right on the water in downtown St. Pete.
They thought the aircraft was going to pull up and maybe retry the approach, but the aircraft touched down. And when it touched down, it ended up scooting off the end of the runway.
And into the water, the Coast Guard, they were nearby, but Tracy was closer.
Grabbed her, and her husband kept saying, she don't know how to swim, she don't know how to swim. They're older people. And all we did is hang her on the tail right there until the Coast Guard came. Then I swam her out to the Coast Guard. They threw something. I swam her back. I swam her out. I came back and got her husband.
The two just had some minor cuts and scrapes from the crash, but were taken to the hospital as a precaution.
It was devastating. And I'm so glad they're happy and they're healthy, and I got them on that boat and they pulled them up.
They're lucky the Coast Guard station neighbors the airport.
It's a good spot to have an accident if you're going to have one, but we try to prevent them if we can.
In the end, this Good Samaritan is just thankful the plane is more banged up than the people who were inside.
Yeah, is it emotional? It would, because that could be your grandparents, that could be your parents. You know, it's traumatizing.
In St. Petersburg, Dan Maddox, Fox 13 News.
And those folks didn't have a lot of time to spare. By the time the Coast Guard arrived, the plane's cockpit was halfway filled with water.